Good evening. Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. Really excited for you guys to see the show this evening. Tonight we have Pepper Solana. She's a singer, songwriter, guitarist, pianist, currently based in New York City, but originally from Madrid, Spain. So she's going to pop in the room momentarily. Hi guys, how's your night going? Thank you guys. Thank you. This is actually episode 39 tonight, which is incredible. January 2021. And I'm excited to bring you guys some amazing artists this year. So thank you for always tuning into this show and supporting my artists. So tonight I'm going to start off with a song lyric. And tonight's song lyric is from John Legend's Imagine. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. And the reason I wanted to share that song lyric with you is just because the current state of affairs with everything that's going on in the world. And Pepper actually did an incredible cover of Imagine that she has posted on her Instagram. And I was so inspired, not only by that song, but by her cover, that I wanted to start off the show by sharing that lyric with you guys. So we're going to wait for Pepper to come in the room and we're going to start the show. Hi guys, thank you for joining. So chat's blowing up saying that I should sing in the meantime while we're waiting for my artist. But I'm not singing. This is not a show about me singing. This is about my artists. And I bring you guys amazing artists all the time. I bring you guitarists, singers, pianists, all different types of artists from every corner of the country, as well as Canadian musicians. And I have some overseas musicians that are coming up, but don't want to wreck anything yet. So just stay tuned because we got some overseas people that are going to be joining us. So yes. And yes, I do love the Spice Girls. I love the Spice Girls. I used to have like their Barbie dolls, their magazines. I felt like I was a Spice Girl. So yeah, it would be amazing to get a Spice Girl on the show. Pepper, she's in the room. Hi, Pepper.
Hi,
Pepper, how are you?
I'm good. I was like going for like some batteries for my headphones so they don't die on me.
No, it's okay. So you guys, Pepper was actually in Philly today and she like just got in her apartment. So that's why couple minutes late, but all good because we're going to let you get settled and then you let us know when you're ready, girl. Okay, so I think Pepper froze for a moment. Okay. Okay, she dropped, but she'll be coming back in. Okay, let's see if she's here. No, it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
Now it works. There you go.
Hello, Pepper.
Hi.
How's your night going?
Good. I was like, my phone it's dying on me. It's one of those things that, it's there like it's last like days, I'm having quite a day. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm
No,
excited.
wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. Right before you got in the room, I was introducing you. You're a singer, songwriter, pianist, guitarist, currently based in New York City. And I also shared a John Lennon lyric right before you got in the room. The song Imagine, which I know you've covered quite a few times. And when I heard you sing
Yes.
it, I was like, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
And
I
I
can do
feel
that
like,
today, actually, if you feel like it.
hey, I mean, if you're into it, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but
Hell
I feel
yeah.
with everything that's going on in today's world, with all the craziness and presidential
Mm-hmm.
stuff and capital stuff, it's like we need to live as one and be kind and love each other because there's so much craziness going on in the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree. That's the only way to survive to all of this. It's being kind to each other. I think that's the main thing. I think we lost that as human beings. And I think we got to get that back. We got to embrace that. We got to really understand that that's the only way to move forward. Otherwise, we're going to destroy the world. I'm sure
Exactly.
about that.
Yeah.
It's just going to
I think
happen.
Yeah, I think one of the best ways to do that is through music because it doesn't matter who you are, what kind of music you listen to, whether you listen to rock music, rap music, like folk music, country music, like you can find positive and uplifting music that can, you know, help you open up your heart and be more kind and lead with love.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a singer, so I'm always gonna like root for that. Yes, team singers.
Of course, of course. So you grew up in Madrid, Spain. Your
Yes,
father used to sing and play guitar for you. Tell me
yes.
a little bit about your childhood.
Whew. I love my family. I have a great family. I had complicated moments of my
Hmm.
childhood, and music really helped me through it. I gotta say that I've always had the best parents in the world. And my dad was always, I don't know, he was my hero. I always wanted to be like him. I was like, I thought he was the kindest and most fun person in the world. I've
Yeah.
always been his baby girl. I'm his only daughter. He also has a couple sons, but I'm his baby daughter. So
Oh,
we had a really special relationship with being best friends. I would say that he's still my best friend now, and um, I don't know. He was always a music lover. That's what he was. He was just someone that enjoyed music from the bottom of his heart, and that's what he teach me. Like
mhm.
everybody was obsessed with a lot of artists in Spain, which they are. Don't get me wrong, they're amazing artists in Spain, but I feel like everybody was obsessed with those artists, and I just didn't feel like that was for me. And then my dad was listening to the Rolling Stones, and then all of a sudden, he played "Give Me Shelter" by the Rolling Stones, which Mary Clayton recorded that, and Lisa Fischer actually goes with them. Excuse me, goes with them on tour. But so I was listening to that song, and I was like, "Oh my God, who's that?" And I was like, I was obsessed with her. And that's how I actually started singing, like for real. I was really young, and I was like, I want to be like her, because yeah, and rock is there's more like male voices other than Janis Joplin and a couple other like weird artists, because that's how I started with rock and roll that I like. It's
Uh-huh.
usually mainly like man, which is very sad because there's some amazing females, but I guess that happens everywhere. There's always more. People
Yeah.
always give more credit to the men, but basically, long story short, it's just changed my life. That and Jumpin' Jack Flash, the version that they have, the Rolling Stones has with Aretha Franklin. I actually have "Give Me Shelter" tattooed on my ribs, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Wait,
Yes.
I'll show you. It's not a
Amazing.
joke. It's
Okay,
for
I
real.
guess we're seeing it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I actually think when I think of the Rolling Stones and I think of their catalog of music, Give Me Shelter is one of those songs. When you hear it, you just get chills down your
Yes.
entire body, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's for me. It was like a before and after, because I don't know. You always got to start somewhere, you know. And for me, it was blues. I used to listen to a lot of Alan Lomax, which is such a weird thing for a kid to listen to because it's like very traditional blues. That's how I
Right.
discovered Vera Hall and all that. So I was like, basically, I was like a 100-year-old kid. I was like mentally, I was like somewhere else, you know. I was like, oh, like this and that. I was then I have my heavy metal time or whatever, but I landed on soul, and then from there I went to jazz, etc. But basically, my childhood was great overall. I had a couple big issues, like family issues,
Mm-hmm.
but music totally saved my life. My dad always says that. He was like, he literally set me down one time. He was like, I don't know where would you be if it wasn't for music. Because
Mm-hmm.
literally, I had a really dark, like I was in a really dark place when I was 15,
Mm-hmm.
and it really saved me. It just gave me purpose, you know? Like, I was never a bad kid. I was just bullied a lot and everything. I was just a nice, nerdy kid, like glasses, braces, and like kind of chubby.
Uh-huh.
That's how I ended up with whole tattoos. I was like, I gotta look bad. I gotta look like I can kick their ass at some
You're like,
point.
I want people to be afraid of me.
Right. I want them to be scared. It didn't work because now like it's like a thing, like, you know, but really it took me a while to find myself, but I'm really grateful for every step of the way. You know, I don't think regret is something that no one should practice.
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta learn from your mistakes, but I don't think you gotta get lost. Or not just your mistakes, whatever happens to you, traumas and etc. I think you gotta try to overcome that and be the best version of yourself. Because that we learn from the mistakes more than from the good things. You know, the good things don't teach us anything because we do it right because we already know it. But
Right.
mistakes, our mistakes and other people's mistakes, I feel is what allow us to move forward. So that's what my childhood was. It was a lot of overcoming personal issues, some family issues. But again, I had a great family, very supportive with my music. That never, I can't complain about that. My dad has more tattoos than me. He paid my first tattoo, Led Zeppelin tattoo.
Oh, wow. Cool.
so, so I have really supportive parents. It was different kind of issues, but here I am today, you know, and music was a big part of my life. I feel like it was the invisible guardian angel, you know, that was always
Mhm.
like, come on, you can do this. Even in the darkest moments, it was like, hey, yeah, someone recognized the tattoo. Yes. I love when that happens. So, which is funny because now that I do more R&B, pop, soul, whatever, it's just like the last thing you expect. But hey, but yeah, I think I might have answered your question. I don't know. I always talk a lot.
No, it's totally fine. How would you describe the music that you create?
The music of what? Sorry, broke up a little bit.
The music that you create, how would you describe it?
Wait, let me disconnect this from here. Say it again. I'm
How
gonna
would
put
you
the Wi. I
describe
don't know how to put the Wi-Fi.
create?
The music what?
The music that you create, the music that you make and write?
Oh, okay. There it goes. Thank you. It was I don't know what happened with the Wi-Fi. I think it connected and then disconnected.
No worries.
That's fine. That's great. Technology hates me. That's what it is, but it's fine. So as I said, um I've went through a lot of phases in my life. I feel like right now I'm more in like a R&B soul kind of vibe. I would describe it like that, straight up. I really enjoy jazz. I think jazz gave me like a different perspective of music. It gave me colors that I would have never even imagined. That's what jazz does to singers, especially. I feel like it opens the door because sometimes when you just listen to pop, straight up pop, there's a lot of melodies that you're gonna be missing.
Right.
I think after I studied jazz, the way I write changed a lot. But it usually depends on who I'm writing for.
Hmm.
If I'm writing for myself, it's usually soul, R&B, always something coming from the heart. I tried a little bit of Spanish now, which is definitely not my thing, which is crazy because I'm from Spain, like born and raised. But I'm trying to mix it up. I just like, yeah. I really yeah, I think that would be my vibe. But if I'm writing for other people, I feel like definitely I write it according to what their needs are, you know.
Hmm. Definitely, that makes sense. So, what's your creative process like?
That's an interesting question. It took me a while to find my creative process because I've always been like I don't know. I had like a storm in my brain. I was always like super dramatic about everything. So I feel like my teenage years, it was always like when the inspiration came, I would write until I was done, and that was it. Right now it's different. Right now, I usually like to write on my own. I like to work with other producers. Don't get me wrong. There's some producers I really love working with them, but I rather them sending me the track and me like literally on this desk on my own, just headphones on and like having the garage. I always write with the garage band on or like the Pro Tools or whatever. I always like to have it open. I've never just like sit down and write. It's always in front of the computer because my brain is so all over the place. I'm such a nervous person that if I don't record it right away, I'm going to try to change it. Or I'm going to freak out. I'm going to like, oh my God, no. So I feel like once I discovered that was the right way for me, it's very smooth. I like to be on my own. I just sit down and listen to a track several times. And I usually, when I sit down, it usually never takes me more than one day to write a song because I like to do it in the same day because I feel it's all about the vibe in that day. I think if I get that song some other day, the vibe is going to be completely different. That's what I was saying. When I record vocals, I usually like to finish the song the same day, backgrounds and everything. Maybe I can get away with doing the background some other day, but usually I like to do it. I take the time with every single detail, and I feel like I need that whole vibe. Like every day you're like a different person. So I feel like if I start a song one day and then I finish it another day, it's just going to be a completely different vibe. And I just can't do it. So when I sit down and write, I'm like, computer ready. Where's my mic? I'm like, where's everything? I need all my stuff. So yeah, that's usually it. I usually have a lot of melodies already. So I just kind of like, yeah. In the shower for some reason.
You sit down and you're like, this song, we're doing it today. It's not going to happen 2 days from now. It's happening today.
Absolutely. Usually, sometimes when that's when I like want to write the whole song. Sometimes if I get a small melody or something that I might want to work on later, usually something really short, I just record it on the subway or something. I'll do, or something like that. And then my phone is like a poem right now. Yeah. Like if you go, there's a lot of like no lyrics, like just me doing some crazy new language that I made. I kind of like, oh my God, I gotta record that. But usually if I do that, I usually work on that idea right away. But those are like short ideas. You know what I mean? It's not like I sit down and write something. It's just like a melody comes up and I gotta record it. And then when I'm writing, when I'm like sitting down with the track and everything, I might go over those little things just to like, oh, look, this one was great. This one might match this. But I really feel like I need either the computer or just record it real quick and just forget about it. You know what I mean? I can't do like the middle, like, I'm going to write part of it. No. I gotta admit, this is kind of embarrassing maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. But sometimes I record myself in the shower. No, I realize.
Good. I've been told, and it's happened sometimes too, like you're in the shower, relaxing, the best song ideas and the best like anything comes to you in the shower. You're like, oh, I'm having a problem, but I resolved it in the shower.
Right. It's one of those things, for some reason, it's like what you say. It's one of those moments where you're like, you're like so calm. I always think in the shower. My neighbors probably hate me. I don't know. Like some of them are like, oh, you're the singer. And some of them are like, oh, you're the singer. I'm like, okay. But I literally, like, I have moments in the shower. I started recording some like showers because I remember a couple times that I was singing something. I was like vibing. I was like, literally, it was like if someone recorded me, that would have gone viral because it was really funny. But I was like, vibing, doing my own background. I was like, oh my God. Well, not at the same time. Duh. I wish I could. But like doing like, like kind of like doing the whole thing. And then I got out of the shower. I could not remember what I sang. And I was like, fuck, that was great. That's not one of those like, it's great in the moment. It was actually great. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to record the shower. So if this happens again, I'm just going to be great. And I'm going to have it for later. Yeah.
So you moved to New York City to attend a class at the New York Jazz Academy. What class was it?
So it was actually a summer intensive thing,
Okay.
like course. I don't know how you guys call it. I always forget. But yeah, it was like summer intensive jazz class. So it's actually the first,
Very
which is hilarious. I did not get into jazz until for like that time. So it's hilarious that I'm 27 and I've been a singer for a long time and I did not get to the jazz. I did not get to appreciate jazz. That's the thing. Because as I said, I'm a very nervous person. I think like my mind was all over the place. And I did not get to enjoy it until I got here and I started to like understand it better. So that's what I was there for like it was like a 5 week something technically. I was actually working in Ibiza in a show for the Cirque du Soleil and I was like, I need a break. I was having a breakdown. I was like, I can't do that. Ibiza is very intense, like Miami type. It's like one of those places that it's like if you go to party for a weekend, that's great. If you gotta work there, it's really intense. It gets the worst of you, like sometimes. So I was like really like out of my head. I remember the last day I lost my voice completely in the middle of the stage.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
having a nervous breakdown. It was bad. It was crazy. So I was like, let me take a break. Let me go to New York. I'm gonna just study and I'll come back. And then I got here and I remember my dad remembers like the first week I called him and I was like, Dad, I'm not coming back. Like I'm coming back, I'm picking up my stuff. And he was like, but you don't have a visa. And he's always very supportive. Don't get me wrong, but he was like legit concerned. He was like, you might have lost your fucking mind. Excuse my French. But he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm not coming back. I got here and it was so good. New York Jazz Academy, for whoever wants to like start with jazz and stuff, they accept everybody no matter their level. I was with like, I don't know, I became really good friends with some of the teachers afterwards. I performed with them afterwards. Ron Wilkins, insane trombone player, insane, the best trombone player I ever met. And I don't know, it was just a different for me. Be a student again too, because I don't know. It was just something that I didn't like. I dropped off college to go on tour. So I really didn't have the chance to be a student that long. And I was not the best student. I was kind of all over the place. I was a really nice kid, but horrible student. But yeah, when I got here, I was just so excited about everything. It just felt right. And I discovered places in my mind, like in my singer mind, that I never thought I was gonna reach. So it was like, oh my God, like I can't believe, like that's what jazz does to you. They really opened my mind as a singer. Like it was like, oh, I don't have to just do this. I can also play with these notes here. And I think that's been a before and after for me. It was just 5 weeks and it was literally changed my life as a singer. So I totally recommend it, by the way. They're great.
Yeah, so anybody who's looking to learn more about jazz, it's some accelerator program at the New York Jazz Academy. Correct?
Oh, wait, let me put the Wi-Fi out of my room. Yeah, let me put the Wi-Fi out of my room because it's going to break.
Okay.
Is something wrong with the Wi-Fi?
Just having some technical issues over
I'm
here.
I'm back. My bad. Technology's, it's against me, but we get there. It's okay. It'll be okay.
Awesome. So in 2019, you shared the stage of The Bitter End with the legendary Nile Rodgers from Chic. How did this opportunity come about for you?
Facebook.
What?
Surprisingly, Facebook. Yes, his agent saw one of my videos randomly. Oh, it wasn't random. So it was actually, it might have been Instagram. One of the two. So I went to an open mic, Rose Hill Mondays. Wonderful place. I can't wait for it to come back. Rose Hill Mondays, and there was a background singer that used to sing with them. Someone shared one of my videos. I don't know exactly who it was because it was a long time ago, so I don't remember. But someone shared one of my videos, and his agent saw it. And randomly, one day, I got into Facebook, and I saw a DM I was like someone, he was like, hey, I saw you on Instagram, like someone shared your video, doing some cover. I didn't even know what song it was. And they were like, we love it.
Yeah.
Nile Rodgers is doing a concert for his foundation, and we would love to bring you in. So I was like, yeah.
Amazing.
So that's how it happened. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I wish I could have enjoyed it better because I was going through a lot family-wise because my grandma was really sick, and I was actually had to fly to Spain the day after.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really crazy. But it was like, it was incredible. He's also an amazing person.
Yeah.
He could have been way more like cold and stuff. He literally, after the gig, he came by. He was like, hey, tell me a little bit about your story. Like, where does Pepper come from? You know what I mean? He wasn't like the most, like, I don't love that either. Like when like they're too entitled, people are too like, oh, like, who are you? Like, kind of thing. He was really humble and really seemed to be interested on me. So I really appreciated that. But yeah, that was it. It was amazing experience. Also, he loved my musicians because my musicians are absolutely dope. So he was like, you were dope. The band was great. I wish I had different songs back then.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm working on. I'm really like redirecting my whole concept project, artistic vision. So, but hey, it was great. It was an amazing experience to me. It was just, especially coming from Spain, I really feel like I don't want to say I'm more grateful than the people here, but there's definitely an extra factor of like, I'm grateful to be able to be here because I wasn't born here. So for me, it's like that someone English is not my first language. Well, I don't know right now because I just don't speak neither of the both languages anymore. I'm like, my brain is just split up. And now I'm just like, I speak something in between. But I just feel like I really always feel so grateful. I feel grateful for every singer that I meet, like every moment, every stage moment that I live with an American, because it's like you have all these American singers that you could hire, but instead of them, you rather work with me. Not rather like over them, but like you're choosing to work with me. So that means, you know what I mean? You see something. And for me to have a place in this music scene is truly an honor for me. It is. And it sounds crazy because it's just like, I don't know, New York is nasty or whatever. Or it's like, oh, it's just, but for me, it was like really important. It's like, it really feels something special. Every performance, even like the smallest thing, just the fact that someone that speaks like my second language or whatever, is giving me that credit is just an achievement for me itself.
Amazing. So you mentioned something about new music coming. What can you tell us about the recordings that you've been doing? When are we getting some new music from you?
So I don't have a date yet because I'm working on a lot of stuff, but I'm definitely writing a lot of songs. I have a lot of songs on the sack, and I don't think I've ever been as happy about the songs. I think this batch of songs they are truly true to myself, and they are like, I don't know. It's like the first time that I was listening, I was like, oh, that's me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you record something and you're like, that sounds great.
Right.
But I really enjoy writing on my own, which is something that I don't think I've ever given myself credit for. I was able to do it. I was just too scared to do so. Because sometimes, especially in this industry, when no offense to men, I'm sorry, but when you work with men and you're a woman, especially when you're a young woman, they try to boss you around too much, and they assume that they know better. So I had really good experiences. Don't get me wrong. I worked with amazing producers all along, but I'm just saying sometimes I feel like I let people lead too much, to the point that I lost a little bit of my soul in the process. So even though the songs were great and the production was great, the people were great, etc., I feel like I didn't speak up as much as I should have. And now that I'm allowing myself to just like work with I mean, I've been working. I just found a couple amazing producers that sent me their tracks, but actually they showed me the tracks, then they sent them to me, and I was working on something, and then I go to the studio, and then I recorded with them. So I don't know. There's something about my creative process now. I'm allowing myself to control more what's going on and what's like what the final product is, and I think that's bringing that's creating a way more pure product and more me. It's more it's part of me now. Like it feels real. I wrote great songs in the past, great productions, but now it feels like this is me. You know what I mean? Like this is, and these producers that I'm working with now, they're allowing me to, they really respect me as a songwriter, which I don't think I've ever respected before. I don't think I've ever respected myself as a songwriter. So that I was relying on the people that I was working with to do that job for me instead of like just jumping in the pool. And now it's like that is happening. I've been writing since I was a kid, but I was like always like, no, this is not good. Like I was really hard on myself. But now it's coming out great. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. I gotta decide which ones are gonna go in. Like I gotta put some instrument. I got like a lot of production, mastering, mixing to do and deciding, but I feel like I'm truly finding myself.
Amazing. Well, we're really excited to hear all the new music because I've seen a bunch of creations and live streams on Instagram. So I know that you are over there working hard, and I'm really excited to hear your new stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I am truly working on my technique too, because I had a surgery in January. So for me, it's been a journey all along. So I feel like, well, I have a phoenix, which people say that is very typical, but whatever. I have a phoenix for a reason. I feel like I'm one of those people that really tried. I think I really work. I don't know. I felt the difference. It was a before and after. I was like in a hole, and I got here. I was trying to work, and then kind of something happened, and then I got the surgery. Then all of a sudden, I'm slowly allowing myself to go back up and stronger. Clearly, I feel better about myself. I don't know, like, oh Jesus, I have four cats, and they're having a moment. Stop fighting.
No worries.
They're like running around, and I'm like, great. That's great.
You've performed at Mercury Lounge, The Bitter End, and Ashford and Simpson's Sugar Bar in New York. What are your favorite venues to perform at?
So, Sugar Bar is definitely amazing because Sugar Bar family is wonderful. Not a venue, but one of my favorite places is Rose Hill Mondays. I think I found a family and a lot of like people there. Moses actually, I think, is around. He's a great singer. He's one of my favorite New York singers. I don't know if he's watching still, but he joined a little bit ago. But there's a lot of amazing singers that I met there. I really felt like they were welcoming. So I feel like Rose Hill Mondays, they changed the venue. They've been changing the venue for a while. So that's why I can't say a specific venue. Right. But Sugar Bar for sure. I met one of my best friends in the world and introduced me to them when I first got to the city, Burgundy Williams. And amazing singer too.
Yeah.
I would say industry bar and therapy bar, especially therapy bar, because I feel like, man, they are the best crowd. I like went there, I performed a diva show, Marty Thomas diva show. It was just, everybody was so welcoming. Everybody was following. Everybody was tipping. They were yelling. They were vibing. They were like, oh my God, where can I find you? You're wonderful. It's such a great place. I really love gay bars. Like, it's one of my favorite places to perform at. They're the best crowd. It's just so welcoming, so accepting, so like they truly love you. It's just so pure. So I feel like that's another two venues that I really enjoy. Bitter End is a classic. I had one of my best like iconic New York concerts there. I really, really enjoyed, but it's a different vibe. I really like a lot. I love New York. Like I am like, this is the place where I want to live and die. So I could say, I could go on forever, but I really like Fat Cat. It has this like crappy vibe. Like, sorry if someone from Fat Cat is watching, but that's what it is. Like, it's just this underground kind of thing. Like the pool tables and the whole like situation, the jazz open mic. I kind of love that. That's why I love New York, because I love that like ratchet kind of like nasty vibe. But hey, it's part of New
Yeah.
York. You gotta love it. But I gotta say that I really love a lot of places. Broadway at the W is great too. Like, it's the hotel in Times Square. I had my first performance in New York there, so it means a world to me.
Yeah.
It's like a lounge on the top of the hotel, something like that. Really cute vibe. They did this Broadway at the W thing. It was amazing. There's a lot of places that I love. I really enjoyed New York in general, honestly. I feel like every place I've been to has been really welcoming, really
Mhm.
amazing. The other day, yeah, it's just like, not the other day, but like last gig I had, or last performance I had, I wish it was the other day. Last
Yeah.
performance I had, it was at a comedy show because my husband is a comedian, and they asked me to sing, and
Hmm.
everybody was just vibing with it, and I'm just like, I just literally sang 2 songs, and I was like, this is great, like this is amazing. I just think New York is the place to be for me.
Yeah, I think with all the entertainment options, I mean, obviously not currently, but before this pandemic, you had all these amazing venues and they welcomed you with open arms because you can pretty much find music at any corner of New York City.
Yes. Oh, the Groove is amazing. I forgot about the Groove. Ah,
Yeah.
I love the Groove. I miss them so much.
Yeah. Well,
It's so sad.
hopefully things will come back soon because I know as a musician, you miss that energy. You miss performing for people.
Yeah, also the hardest part for me, I mean not just for me, I guess, but I think a lot about Jesus Christ. They're having a whole like battle right now. Great. They're like, you have a video, now is when we're gonna battle. What were we saying again? Venues. What are we saying?
We were talking
I
about
got
venues
lost.
and come back, like after this whole pandemic is over.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. There it goes. Thank you. I lost the track. I just feel really bad, not just for musicians, we're obviously having a hard time right now, but for like all the venues. Like, I can't imagine how much stress are they under right
Right.
now. It's got to be really fucking hard, excuse my French, really hard, really awful to be like dealing with this pandemic right now, because they're not just not making
Yeah.
money, they're probably losing money. And the sound
Yeah.
people, like all the sound, like there's nothing you can do. Because I can do my whatever, my online stuff, or a private party now and then, like a safe environment always, because my mom is a doctor, so I'm trying to be really careful with the COVID situation.
Hmm.
But there's not that much going on, but there's some stuff every now and then for musicians sometimes, but I feel like sound people, like there's scenes when you're a musician, you can't, I don't do shit like other than singing. I'm not like clearly technology ain't my thing. So I just feel like really, like, I don't know who's gonna survive this. Like, I know a lot of people had to move out. Like, I know a lot of people had to sacrifice a lot of stuff, or some people that had big projects right before the pandemic, and it
Yeah.
just everything went to shit. And now what? Like, it's really going to ruin a lot of people's life. And not just for singers, it's just like everybody. Like, I really feel for sound people, venues. Like, my dad is on the technical side of stuff. Like, he like develops apps and does 3D like projections and stuff like that. So I like, what does like a light technician do right now? Like, if you like,
Right.
well, there's no nothing. And if I have an acoustic thing or a private thing, which is the top thing that I have right now, is like, I don't need a light guy or someone to do my sound. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be exhausting, because also people don't understand that some of us don't have a day job.
Yeah.
And I mean, in my case right now, I can't have it because I'm actually waiting for the green card because it's delayed because of COVID. Surprise. But like,
Yeah.
you like, some people don't understand that's what you do for them, and they're like, why don't you like, he's like, yeah, but it's really hard to change your career path when you're like so committed to something and you put so
Hmm.
much energy, especially when you dedicate your life to such a hard like career. it's like, and you want someone to just, it's not like, oh, I'm working at Zara, I got fired, I'll just go to this, but it's not the same, because it's not the same level of like preparation and commitment to it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like it is horrible to lose your job in any way. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that are having a horrible time right now. But I feel for my industry, because like, I don't know what some people are gonna do. Like I really like think about certain friends, and I'm like, I don't know what these people are gonna do with their lives. I really don't know. I don't know what I want to do with mine. Hope this is over soon, but keeps getting worse. I was like, 2021, it's gonna be great, and then it was like, that's awesome.
Hopefully, in a couple of months, we can. There could be some positivity in the world.
I hope so. I hope people open their eyes. I feel like people get caught up, and we are all like into social media and stuff. But I feel like people think social media is everything, and I feel like we're losing track of things, because just by sharing something, it is good, because that's awareness and that's great. But I feel like there's something that you can't really do on social media. You know what I mean? There's like, you got to get out and fight stuff. Not like they did at the Capitol, because they didn't have a real good reason to do so.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I'm not going to say smart people, but I kind of do. Like, it's one of those things that I'm like, should I say it? Maybe. I don't think like people with like the right mind. I'm trying to find the words to not be offensive, but I also like try to be. I'm conflicted. I think that, I don't know. I think that if you want, like, we need to fight this more. I think we really need to set foot and say, like, this is not okay, because it went to a point at this point, it's just going crazy. Everybody was sharing on social media. Social media is great, as I said, for awareness and stuff. It's amazing. It's wonderful. You need it. You're like, get more information than before. Like, you're more like, you get information about shit that you probably would have never found out about. But I think we lost it a little bit. We think just by sharing something it works, and I think you really got to work against things that don't work. I really think right now, I can't understand how all those people got in the Capitol, in the heart of the Capitol, and nothing happened to them. Nothing happened. It's just like, you think about it, and it's like, if anyone from a different country did that, it would have been crazy. It would have been considered a terrorist attack. It would have been crazy. And right now, they still, like, I wouldn't even call them, like, protesters. Like, people still call them protesters. I'm like, they're not protesters. They are terrorists. Like, you don't realize. And I just feel like, maybe, I don't know how, because I'm one person, so I don't really know how, but I think this should be taken in a Pacific way, to like the streets, and just in a peaceful way. Like, that's what I meant. I think I mixed like Spanish and English there, but in a peaceful way, take it to the street and do the right thing and be like, this is not okay. This is not okay. But this is my opinion. I think I went all over the place right now, but I'm really being like, I'm like one of those people right now. I'm really like obsessed with everything that's going on. Like, I woke up at 2 a.m. yesterday. I was looking at the news. I really want to see what happened with the impeachment. I really want to know, because like, people don't know, but I mean, racism is horrible. Personally, for me, like, Trump has fucked my life over, because he changed all the immigration laws, and people assume, like, people really don't know. If you're not an immigrant, you really don't know the like how bad it's been. But it's been horrible. So if you like put all the things together, it is really crazy. And I think this world is we're really losing our minds. We're not aware of what's going on. Like, we're like, we talk about climate change on Facebook, and then we share a post, and then we forget about it because we think we've done enough. You got to do something else. You got to change yourself. You got to change the way you live. You got to like share awareness. You got to do all that work, because just by sharing something and then forgetting about it, like, oh, look at the poor polar bears, or oh, look at poor, like, oh, the Black Lives Matter, yes, and then you're just not, like, if someone gets cursed out in a supermarket, you're the one who doesn't, like, it's like, oh, ignores it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we just gotta bring all that anger and all that awareness and everything to the real world, because the world is not just social media. So it scares me a little bit in that way, especially the new generations. I sound like a grandma right now. But I was like, oh God, Lord, I sounded so old. But yeah, I feel like we gotta do that, because that's the only way we're gonna like get through this. Otherwise, it's just I don't know.
Definitely. What are your favorite songs to perform and why?
I have a lot. It really depends on the day. It depends on how I'm feeling. It depends. Wait, let me connect the charger. This is my technology issues are all over the place, but I will figure it out. So it depends a lot on the day. It really does. Like sometimes I'm feeling jazz, and I really love the song "My Funny Valentine." It's one of my favorite songs to perform. Sometimes I feel more soul, bluesy. I love Etta James. I feel like that is my jam. There it goes. What else? Aretha Franklin for sure. Sure. Who else? I'm really weird, so I really like a lot of artists, a lot of different artists. Like I love Snarky Puppy. I love the That's fine. But I just love that. I love that one. I love it's driving me crazy. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let me it's fine. Whatever. There it goes. A lot about like how I'm feeling in the moment. So it's really like I'm very eclectic. I really am. Like I know every singer says that about themselves, but I really am eclectic. I would say Etta James, Aretha Franklin. I really like enjoy doing covers of the Beatles. Like such a like Snarky Bobby for sure. That is like probably my favorite album period in the world. PJ Morton. I really enjoy that. Definitely like jazz tunes. I think like I really like I'm all over the place. I love doing different covers of like songs. Like I don't know. It's just I just enjoy music. It's like every day I'm in a different vibe, and I want to discover a new artist, and I might cover a song that I've never heard before. Like I'm now obsessed with an 80s song. The na 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 understand it. Na 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 make it clear. Oh, something like that. I discovered it today, and now I'm already like, oh my God, I gotta cover that song. That's so good. I'm like all over the place, but yeah, I enjoy rock for like the sake of like that's what I did when I was a kid, and it's something that has been in my life forever. But I like to do. I'm way more into R&B soul right now. So if I want to do some rock song, I try to take it to my new style. But yeah, I'm just a music lover though. Like I'm just all over the place. I would say At Last
love
is
it
like
all.
a main song. Yeah, I literally
Definitely.
done it all. Like I've literally done it all. It's crazy.
Cool.
But yeah.
So this is the part of the show where you're going to perform 2 songs for us. So take it away, Pepper.
Nice. Let me do Imagine, because now you got me wanting to do Imagine. Imagine John Lennon instrumental. I will play it, but there's a couple chords that I always mess up. Let's see if I'm doing the right way. Ooh, I'm showing my boobs to the world. Let me see. Charger to not charger to. I don't know. It's so bad. I'm like, there you go. So let's go. If the music is low, just do like this or something. Great. If I connect it to the speakers, that sound great. So as you said, I've done this song a million times. Actually, it's one of those songs that has survived every single time of my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's been on my... I sang that song. I covered that song when I was a rock and roll singer. I covered it when I was a soul singer, and I covered it now. So, I don't know. It's one of those, like, all-time favorites. Oh, Lord. What is happening? There you go. This does not gonna work. This is one of those things that, yeah, people are gonna do. There it goes. This is the one. Nice. I hope you all enjoy this. I haven't done this song in a little while. There's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. I imagine all the people living for today. Ooh, imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Oh, nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the war will be ours. Imagine no possession. Wonder if you can. Oh, no need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Yay!
Yay! Give it up for Pepper. Oh my gosh, I had goosebumps.
Thank you.
Down my entire body.
Oh,
Woo! Get it, girl.
thank you. I appreciate that. I'm like pulling cables and fixing stuff while I'm talking. This is so great. It's so active. It's like I'm all over the place. There it goes. Nice. Look at that. There it goes. That is staying. Woo.
Nice. Up for Pepper. How amazing was that?
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love that song. It's just one of those songs that's an all-time favorite, you know?
Definitely. And you have another one for us as well, right?
Yes. I was going to do something else, but then I was like, you know what? Let me do this one. So let me get a guitar pick because I'm going to play and sing. I'm in pajama pants, which is hilarious. I just realized that. How cute is that? Look, like fancy pajama pants. Oh, they want me to do Yeva. Okay, then I'm gonna switch. Then I'm gonna do that. All right, bye guitars. Yeah, I think they're gonna like it. So I'm just gonna do Yeva. What a nice last minute change. Good. All right, let's do my mind. I'm listening to the crowd. I could play it on the piano, but my piano, I gotta take my piano to repair, and I'm really sad about that. It breaks my mind.
Aww.
It really, it breaks my heart. That's what I meant, because I was talking about the song "My Mind," and then I just mix it up like a. That's great. That's awesome. All right, let's do this.
Writing's not that easy.
That's a commercial.
Grammarly can help.
So,
This sentence is grammatically correct.
I hate YouTube. I'm gonna end up paying for it. It's gonna happen. So before I start, this song really changed my life as a singer. When I first got to the United States, I discovered her, Yeva. And it's just like, it happened to me with jazz. It kind of really like opened a door in my singer head to a whole new world of sounds and ad-libs. And that's how I started ad-libbing, because I was not one of those people that did a lot of runs before. I was just a straight up soul singer, you know? So yeah, this was like a before and after for me. Let's do it. No more commercials. Come on. There it goes. Takes a minute. It's taking a dramatic second. And I don't it till 3. You closed the door and lay down next to me. Then I heard you say the name in your sleep. Your dirty secrets too far gone to keep. I about to lose my heart. About to lose my mind. About you all the time. You can't even look me dead in the eyes. Her love is strong, she got you hypnotized. You said you love me, but I know it's a lie. When I work so hard to keep you satisfied. No way, she can take you away from me. Yeah. No way. I'm sure I'd stay, but I'll be damned if I'll ever leave. Oh, no. My mind. how could you do this to me? No way, no way, she can take you away from me, yeah. And I sure stay, but I'll be damned if I believe. No, no way, no way, she can take you away from me, yeah. Oh, no. And I sure would stay, but I'll be damned if I'll ever leave. No, 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 no. No way, no way, baby. Oh, my mind, my think about you all the time.
Wow, I am speechless. I don't even know if I have words to describe how I'm feeling right now. That was amazing, Pepper. Oh my God, give it up for Pepper.
Thank you.
You sang, girl.
Thank you.
Oh, you are amazing. Tell everybody where they can find you if they don't already follow you. Just tell everybody your social media, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody. I see a couple friends there making, like, homies making great comments. Actually, some homies that I need to sing a song with. So you can all find me on Instagram as Pepper, like the spice, Pepper Solana, Solana. That's a hard part for Americans, but it's okay. So it's Pepper Solana, PEPPERSOLANA. It's one of those things that it just comes like that. Also, I have a new online show on Thursdays. It's not like we have other singers. It's not just me yelling the whole time. It's like we have other performers. We have comedians. We have dancers. We have, like, we laugh. We talk. We play games. It's just one of those, like, things that we're working very hard. This is our home studio full of cats. We, like, literally put together a crazy, like, home studio when we do that. And yeah, just stay tuned for my music, which will be coming soon. If not, I'm always posting stuff because I'm such a nervous ass and I'm always all over the place. So yeah, the best place is Instagram because it's linked to all my other channels, my YouTube channel too, but it has one of those. You just put Pepper Solana on the thing and you'll get to my channel, is the one with the black and white picture. And yeah, the best place to find me is definitely Instagram or TikTok too. I post a lot of, like, runs, like ad-lib challenges on TikTok. If you want to see me do that, that's definitely the place, you know. It's the same as Pepper Solana, so it's easy to find.
Awesome. Well, Pepper, I just want to say thank you so much for spending your evening with us. I truly appreciate you coming on my show, sharing your gift. Guys, if you don't already, please make sure to follow Pepper on Instagram. And if you don't already, please follow me, Ashley
Yes,
Live,
please.
Vibin with Ashley Live. I give you guys incredible musicians just like Pepper all the time. So, Pepper, any final words from you?
Not just please tune in on our check out my social media for the show and for new music and everything. And I love what you're doing with the show. I was checking out videos earlier. As you say, you have amazing singers. And I don't know, I can't like wait to see the next one, and hopefully I can't wait to see people on my live show on Thursday too.
Yes, please tune in to Pepper's live show on Thursday. What time is it on Thursday, Pepper?
It's at 6 p.m. So it's 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and 12 Spanish time. I say that because I have a lot of Spanish followers.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in this evening. Pepper, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful gift with us. Have a wonderful night, and please stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye, everyone. Thank you.